Hello, I'm Angeline. I'm a life coach, yoga teacher, Reiki practitioner, and an energy healing enthusiast. It's International Mental Health Week, and I wanted to contribute and help raise awareness about mental health and share some useful information, tips to help improve our mental health. So, what is mental health? Mental health does not only refer to mental disorders such as what we know as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, addictions, etc. Mental health is a state of mental well being that enables us to cope with stress, to work well, to live well, to feel well. It is about how we think, feel, and behave. And so, if you think about it, it is relevant to everyone. Just like physical health, emotional health, and spiritual health, we are a holistic being. Who is this relevant to? Now, mental health, or rather, poor mental health, can affect everyone of all ages, from young children, teenagers, adults, seniors, whether you're a man, woman, regardless of your sexual preferences, whether you're a housewife or high level professional, or even if you're not working or retired for that matter. It doesn't matter whether you're extremely wealthy or poor, educated or not educated. Poor mental health can affect people of all walks of life, in all stages in life, and it can be triggered or worsened by other people, life events, experiences, or even memories. In some instances, it is related to a person's genetics or physiological imbalance. Even the roles we assume in our family, for example, your daughter, a mother, um, a sister, or your relationships, whether it's romantic, platonic, um, or the roles that you play at work. Are you the person that everyone goes to do their dirty work? Um, or in friendships, are you the protector or are you the doormat? Whatever the image we create and portray to the world, all these have an impact on our mental health and well being. And often it affects us more profoundly than we are consciously aware of. So, why is mental health important? If we don't take care of our mental health, we push things under the carpet, better yet, ignore it. Over time, our body will reach a threshold and protest. It will manifest itself as a physical illness, um, some mental disorders that will inevitably affect our life, affect our relationships, both personal and professional. I guarantee you it will catch up. It's only a matter of time. So let's talk about depression. What does it look like? First, clinical depression is defined as a state of long term low mood, low self esteem, and a loss of interest or enjoyment in activities that a person normally enjoys. There is a level of disconnect or withdrawal from society and relationships, and often with themselves. Depression doesn't always look a certain way. My depression would not look like yours. And just because I had depression, it doesn't mean I know what you're going through. Everyone experiences it differently. Everyone behaves differently. Some people become withdrawn, they cut everybody off, they disconnect, they shut themselves in the house, while others look perfectly normal and are even performing well at work, actively socializing at parties. They seem to be laughing, smiling, and very happy. So these are what we call the high functioning depression, which is where a person with depression is able to function or fake normality to the outside world. Um, and coming from personal experience, that takes a lot of energy. After my depression, I spoke to many people. I shared about what I went through. And I realized that many people have gone through depression at some point of their lives, at some degree or duration. And this is just from people around me, not just people close to me, but also people who are not so close to me. What I'm saying is, it is way more common and normal than you think. But because of social expectations and cultural beliefs, there is often a pressure to protect our image, our reputation, for fear of judgment. Nobody wants to be vulnerable. And that's why we pretend to look normal. And we don't like to talk about it. And we don't feel like seeking help. And that's very normal. So the point is, be kind and compassionate to one another. You never know what someone is going through just from appearances. So, how can we feel better then? Healing depression, truly healing and recovery requires, firstly, awareness and the willingness to acknowledge your current state. If you're unable to recognize and acknowledge to yourself that you're going through a difficult time, then where do we even begin, right? So in the next few videos, I will be sharing with you more deeply from my own experience and research on some of the ways that I find are effective and, more importantly, easy to do consistently to improve your overall mental health. And I will also share some tips on how to deal with crisis. This is for moments when the emotions feel too intense, when you feel stuck and unable to function or do something that you really need to do. Hopefully, some of these tools or tricks will give you a feeling of empowerment that you can manage your mental health instead of feeling helpless. Until then, I wish you well.